So we've heard all about aerospace, automotives, health. Now we're going to change a little bit of a change in direction. So I'm going to start off with talking about a little bit about Innovate UK. And if we can have a show of hands, who's heard of Innovate UK in the audience? Okay, who knows what we do? Okay, so I can probably get through those slides quite quickly. And then secondly, I'm going to talk about the long-term care revolution, which is a new challenge, and we'll talk about the opportunities and challenges around that. So Innovate UK has been around since 2007, basically in place to support organisations, companies within the UK to deliver sustainable solutions and grow the economy. We accelerate concepts. We take concepts all the way through to commercialization with a goal of looking at scalability and sustainability across, in my case, across the care marketplace, but particularly across healthcare. With these opportunities, we look at that not just from a UK perspective, but also from a global perspective. So we don't position it just as a UK market opportunity. We look for true global opportunities, which is particularly relevant within the health and care space. By doing this successfully, we're able to invest in discovery and development. We're also able to increase the employment workforce within the UK, particularly within the health and care space. And we can also attract new companies to this country. We work across thematic areas, and here are a number of those. So this is kind of an indication of the amounts of money which we were scheduled to invest in the platforms last year. As you can see, we work across many different technology areas. And what's quite interesting is we have a lot of synergies across the platforms as well. For example, health and care, we work quite closely with the digital platforms, the urban living, and the enabling technologies as well. So it's quite well synchronized. Now we'll talk a little bit about the Long-Term Care Revolution National Challenge, which we're kicking off in April, the 7th of April. But before that, I'll just give you a little bit of background on where we've come from up to this point. So we were the assisted living innovation platform. We're now independent living innovation platform. So we're looking at not just caring for the aging, but also preventative solutions as well. We started off the organisation in 2007, very much focused on technology and product development. These were at the time were telecare and telehealth, basically. Over time, we learned that the technology on its own isn't going to do the job, so there are several other components around that. We did some work on understanding barriers to market, which was really about creating business models and investigating what types of different business models we could develop within this country to help access the market. We also did some work around product design and service design. So we worked with the Design Council on a program called Independence Matters. And then we started looking at this to help with scalability, how systems need to be interoperable across the whole spectrum of the health and care space. So as part of our delivering assisted living lifestyles at scale, which was a very large demonstrator, a 3-year program, we've worked on one of the programs that's focused specifically on interoperability and scalability and systems development. We're also heavily engaged with the EU and the Ambient Assisted Living Programme, and the programme which we're just launching, the second phase of the Long-Term Care Revolution. So the vision for the programme is to evolve the existing institutional model of long-term care into a world-class, cutting-edge marketplace fit for the 21st century. One that will liberate people to live vibrant, dignified lifestyles, enhancing their capabilities and purpose in life. Now we're looking to make this change through to 2040 to 2050. So this is just the start of what we hope will be a very long-term program, and we'll reap benefits in 30 odd years' time. So what is it? It's hugely ambitious. And it's really that we're looking to stimulate and catalyse innovation for the long-term care sector. And one of the reasons for being here today is because we believe that this sector is largely untouched by technology. And we've already today we've heard about the great technologies and the advancements that have been made in technology in these sectors over the years. So surely, where that technology is, there must be transferable tech that could be easily modified for this sector. So we're looking to really disrupt the institutional model of long-term care provision, as we know it in the UK. But as we know in the UK, we know that there are similar models all around the world. So we're talking about a truly global opportunity. We're looking to create diverse, vibrant, cutting-edge products, services, and systems. So this isn't just about technology. This is about the whole thing. And we don't want to reform what already exists. This is about transforming. This is creating something which is really different to what we hear today. Because we all hear that from people saying, well, I'd rather die than go into a care home. So this is what we want to change that attitude. So we've got some statistics. I could give you 50 pages of statistics about the current state of institutional care. But if we just look at some of the numbers here, home place would need to expand by around 150%, number of hours of home care by around 140%. So that's just that alone puts a lot of emphasis and demand on the system. 2030 there will be 2 million adults over the age of 65 without anybody to take care of them. Expenditure will need to rise by 315% between year 2000 and 2051. We can go on and on with statistics, and we see them all the time. But it's also the language which is used around the aging population, which needs to change as well. So we need to. Another part of this is about building the value proposition, because there's a lot of value to be had from people who are in retirement and ages beyond retirement. So the way we see it is this is an area which is largely untouched by innovation. There is huge demand on the system today, and that will increase over time. The UK market is worth 21 billion, so 21 billion pounds are spent in this market. So just think about what the global market would look like. And we believe this is an absolutely huge opportunity. So we see this as being an unequivocal opportunity. It's definitely an engine for economic growth and the quality of life for the UK citizens. It's a huge societal challenge, and one that we're not probably equipped to address at this moment in time. But we believe that if we focus in this area and we start to develop solutions, we can be the UK leader in innovation. And there will be clear benefits across the board for the whole population, not because we all have families, friends, people who need this type of support. And dare I say it, that most of us will need this type of support in the future. So we see there's been kind of three components to this innovation. We see there's the social demand, so the current situation needs addressing. But then there's the social benefits of doing a good job with regards to implementation and the scale of change. And then there's technology. I already touched on the technology is already there and is already capable of addressing lots of these solutions, but it needs to be managed in a coordinated fashion. And then there's the economic. So we look at it from an economic perspective, high cost today, big economic opportunities moving forward if we can address the challenges and do things a lot smarter. So what are we doing? So we're launching the Long-Term Care Revolution National Challenge. It's a £4 million investment. It's an SBRI program which is open to all types of companies and organisations, and it'll be run over up to 24 months. We're clearly looking for cross-sector participation because the knowledge is out there, the expertise is out there, the technologies are out there. I'm sure that each of these sectors would have a huge amount to offer this opportunity. And we have a process. So we have some key dates. So the program opens on the 7th of April this year, so just next month. It's open for about 3 months, so through to early September. And we were looking for the projects to start at the beginning of next year. We have some information raising events. There was one today over in Wales, which is specifically on the long-term care revolution. We have a briefing on April 14th, which will be in London. And then there's two further road shows, one on the 12th to 13th of May in London, and another in the 1st and 2nd of June up in Edinburgh. So success for us means a completely change of approach to this sector, the transfer of applications, existing technologies to really make a difference, translational research from broad academic base, and breakthrough products and services. Each of these, what we're looking for is a clear and viable route to market so that we can really commercialize at scale. I guess what we're really looking for is real, true transformation, or as we say here, a revolution in the space. So what will we see in the future? We've seen robots. There's lots of robotic development all around the country and all around the world, possibly fit for this space in some form, not necessarily the way we pictualize robots with little robots running around and things like that, but using that type of technology. Clearly there's an opportunity for artificial intelligence. I'll give you an example of one from an earlier project which we ran about 18 months ago. Wearables must have crossover technologies from wearables into this space. And smart materials, if we utilization of smart materials, we're talking about maybe in the homes, care homes, individuals' homes, using smart materials. Who knows what can be done? You guys are the experts in that field. We're just trying to create the opportunity. So let me show you if this video works. Rita, which was a combination between two universities and a couple of small companies. But I don't even know if this is going to work, so we'll give it a go. No, it doesn't work. But it's a really good video. And I can't talk through it, but I could. Basically, it's an avatar. So you've got a lady, elderly lady, early stage dementia in her home. The avatar is her point of contact. So she communicates with the avatar regards an issue. And this is, she feels vulnerable. She wants to call the police. And the avatar is the point of contact to give that assurance. But not just assurance on a one-to-one basis, it's the link to the network around. So the local authority, the care providers, family, friends. So it's that whole network encapsulated in a piece of technology. So we got a Facebook page, we have a website, and that's about it. Can I take questions, or are we waiting?
I was going to get as many as possible.
Yeah, okay.